Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars at Hancock-Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the UL Monroe Warhawks taking on the South Alabama Jaguars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Jaguars will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Warhawks will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. And they got him for the sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Booty. They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Warhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So South Alabama's offense will get the ball for the first time. A first down for the offense. Quick release by the QB.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They want to run it left here. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. And now on 2nd down for this offense. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Snagged in the middle, it's Sullivan. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's looking to throw.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Caught in the backfield. It's Webb. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes his connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Trying to get to him. Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Lopez to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Bullock. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal, now about to to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Mobile. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium.
And the Warhawks will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Lopez wants to fire. He's got it. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Wells. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Griffin. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Warhawks are marching down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It's complete on the right side. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Scanning the field, it's Moody. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll go right back to him. Tackled, but he has a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The hand to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to run for it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For